These are the only 5 exercises you need to help reduce knee pain when you are over 60. A lot of people over 60 depend on rest and medicine for knee pain, but that only hides the problem. To truly get rid of the pain, you need to build strength, again around the joint. So if you are dealing with knee pain right now, whether it is that grinding feeling when you stand up from a chair or that pause you feel before going downstairs, this video is going to change everything you think you know about your knees after 60. I am going to show you the 5 exercise system that works on the real root causes of knee pain, not just the symptoms. Let me paint a picture that may sound familiar. You wake up in the morning, and your knees feel so stiff and tight that those first few steps feel like trying to walk with rusty hinges. What is frustrating is that everyone, even your doctor, tells you this is a normal part of aging. You may now believe that your knees cannot be repaired, but can they? Studies show that strength training increases muscle strength even in people with knee osteoarthritis. Evidence suggests that strength training improves mobility, simple daily tasks, and how older adults rate their daily function. This should challenge everything you have been told about knee pain, especially as you get older. Now that you understand what is really causing your knee pain, let me show you the 5 exercise system that fixes these problems at the source. Each exercise targets one or more of these hidden causes, and when you do them together as a system, they create a powerful teamwork effect that rebuilds your knee strength from the ground up. This first exercise is called the wall sit progression. This is not just a regular wall sit. We are using it in a smart way to rebuild your base. Here is how to do it the right way. Stand with your back flat against a wall and your feet about shoulder width apart. Then step your feet forward about 12 inches so you are leaning into the wall. From there, slowly slide your back down the wall until you feel a gentle stretch in your thighs. If you are just starting out, you may only lower yourself a few inches, and that is totally okay. Stay in that spot for 30 seconds. Try to keep your weight even on both legs. You should feel your thigh muscles working, but it should not hurt. If you are at an intermediate level, go lower until your thighs are parallel to the floor. This makes a 90-degree angle at your knees. Hold this position for 45 seconds. You will really feel your legs working at this level. For advanced, try doing it with one leg. Lift one foot off the floor and hold for 30 seconds. Then switch sides. This makes your body work harder to stay balanced and turns on those deep support muscles. Why is this so effective? Because wall sits help your muscles learn to work together as a team. They make your thighs stronger while also using your glutes and core. And because you are against a wall, your body stays in a safe position where you are less likely to move the wrong way. Exercise number 2, the glute bridge. This exercise is very important for knee health. And here is why. Weak glutes are one of the biggest reasons for knee pain after 60. When your glutes do not do their job, your knees have to work extra hard to make up for it. For beginners, lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. Squeeze your glutes and lift your hips off the ground, making a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower slowly. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions. The key is to really focus on squeezing your glutes, not just pushing your hips up. You should feel this working in your bottom, not in your lower back. For the intermediate level, hold the bridge position for 5 seconds at the top, really focusing on that glute squeeze. Do 10 to 12 repetitions of this. You can also try marching. Hold the bridge and lift one foot off the ground for 2 seconds. Then switch. For advanced, try single leg glute bridges. Keep one foot on the ground and stretch the other leg straight out. Lift your hips using just one leg. This is challenging, so start with 6 to 8 repetitions per leg. Why does this work? Strong glutes keep your pelvis steady and control how your thigh bone moves in relation to your knee. When your glutes are weak, your knee joint gets pulled in directions it was not made to handle, leading to pain and injury. The third exercise is called dynamic knee circles. A lot of people think stretching helps knee pain, but holding long, still stretches can sometimes do more harm than good, especially if your joints are not moving the way they should. This exercise helps your knee move the way it was made to move and gets that synovial fluid moving the right way. If you are just getting started, sit in a chair with both feet flat on the floor. Gently lift one foot off the ground and begin making small circles with your knee as if you are tracing circles in the air with your kneecap. Do 10 circles in one direction, then 10 in the opposite direction, and then switch legs. For the next level, stand up and hold on to something sturdy like a chair or countertop for support. Bend one leg behind you and make bigger circles with your knee. Focus on moving just the knee, not the hip. This way, the movement stays controlled and targeted. To challenge yourself more, try walking knee circles. Take slow, steady steps. Each time you lift a knee, make a circle in the air before stepping forward. This builds mobility right into the way you move in everyday life. Why does this work? Moving your joints this way tells your body to make more synovial fluid. It also gently takes your knee through its full range of motion, helping you avoid stiffness and tightness that make things worse. The fourth exercise is called the functional lunge matrix. This move helps your knees get used to real-life motions, like climbing stairs, walking on uneven ground, and sudden changes in movement in a safe way. If you are just starting out, begin with reverse lunges while holding onto a chair for balance. Step your right foot back about 2 feet. Gently lower your back knee toward the floor. Then return to the starting position. Use the chair if you feel unsteady. Do 8 reps on each side. If this becomes easy, add forward lunges to the mix. Switch between stepping forward and stepping backward. Focus on balance and control. Make sure your front knee stays right above your ankle. For advanced movers, try a full lunge matrix. Step forward into a lunge, then sideways, then backward, all using the same leg. This works your knee from different angles, just like the movements you do in real life. Why does this help? Lunges combine everything you have worked on so far: strength, balance, and flexibility into one powerful full body move. They prepare your knees to handle the twisting, turning, and stepping that happen every day. Exercise number 5, aerobic exercise. The final exercise may seem simple, but it is one of the best kept secrets for long-term knee health. Research strongly supports aerobic exercise for improving knee pain and function. Simply put, aerobic exercise is any activity that raises your heart rate and gets your blood flowing to those joints. Now, if you have a heart rate monitor, you can use this formula to guide your exercise intensity. Subtract your age from 220 to get your maximum heart rate. For aerobic exercise, studies suggest aiming for 50 to 60% of that number. For example, if you are 60, your max will be 160. So, aim for 80 to 96 beats per minute. For beginners, start with gentle marching in place next to a chair for support. March for 2 to 3 minutes, focusing on lifting your knees as high as feels comfortable. You can also try seated leg movements if standing is too hard. For the intermediate level, try brisk walking either outside or on a treadmill. You could also use a stationary bike or do standing march with arm movements. Aim for 10 to 15 minutes of continuous movement. For advanced, include activities like swimming, dancing, or even climbing stairs if your knees allow it. The goal is 20 to 30 minutes of activity that gets your heart pumping, but still lets you hold a conversation. The key is to choose something you truly enjoy and can keep doing for a long time. The ultimate goal is to reach about 150 minutes of this activity each week, which you can break into 30-minute sessions 5 times a week or however works best for your schedule. Why does this work? Aerobic exercise increases blood flow to your knee joints, bringing nutrients and oxygen while removing waste products. It also helps keep the cartilage in your knees healthy and can actually reduce inflammation throughout your body. Now that you have learned the exercises, let's talk about how to use them safely and effectively. I made a 6-week plan from beginner to advanced for you to follow. For all the workout plans, we will start with aerobic exercise as your warm-up, because it gets your heart pumping and increases blood flow to your knee joints. This brings oxygen and nutrients to your cartilage while warming up the synovial fluid. After your joints are warmed up, we move into strength exercises when your muscles are ready and prepared to work. This is not random. It is the most effective order for building strong, pain-free knees safely. Your first 2 weeks are the foundation phase. Start with the beginner versions of all 5 exercises. Here is your exact routine to do 3 times per week, like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Do 2 to 3 minutes of gentle marching in place for your aerobic exercise, resting as needed. Do 2 sets of wall sit progression at the beginner level. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds and rest for 30 seconds between sets. Do 2 sets of glute bridge with 8 to 10 reps per set, resting 30 seconds between sets. Do 1 set of dynamic knee circles with